The purpose of this video is to walk you through the steps you will use to fill out the Data Entry Sheet tab of your CHOP IBD Validation Recruitment Excel workbook. The Data Entry Sheet tab is divided into three sections: patient data, enrollment status data, and questionnaire assessment data. The patient data section should be filled out prior to a patient's visit to the clinic as a screening method to identify patients that will be approached during their visit for potential enrollment. Please enter the following information for patients whose screen is potentially eligible for enrollment: the ICN ID, the patient's date of birth in the month, day, year format. Select the patient's gender from the drop-down menu. Enter the scheduled visit date, again in the month, day, year format. Select the site location for the visit from the drop-down menu. Select the provider that will be seeing the patient that day, and select the reason for the visit. Each site will receive a customized Recruitment Excel workbook containing the appropriate providers and site locations. When a patient who has screened potentially eligible comes to the clinic for their visit, the enrollment status data section should be filled out next. Please indicate whether the patient was enrolled or select the appropriate reason that the patient was not enrolled from the drop-down menu. When applicable, please provide additional information about why the patient was not enrolled and whether the patient may be approached about enrollment in the future. If the patient is not enrolled, this closes out the row of data associated with this recruitment attempt. If the same patient is enrolled at a subsequent visit, please start a new row of data in the data entry sheet. Any patient that is successfully enrolled in the study should have a baseline assessment date and survey form type for the baseline assessment. List the date of the baseline assessment using the month, day, year format. Generally, the baseline assessment date will be the same as the scheduled visit date. Next, select the survey form type for the baseline assessment from the drop-down menu. If the patient comes back to the clinic for a subsequent visit and fills out another survey, you can indicate the date of this follow-up assessment and survey form type using the additional columns provided in the questionnaire assessment data section of the data entry sheet. When you have finished entering all of the recruitment and enrollment data for a given week, you are ready to upload the data into the REDCap database system. Instructions for how to upload your data into REDCap will be covered in an additional tutorial.